Vergil Ortiz Jr. wins a decision over Israil Madrimov, and he retains the interim WBC belt. And we got to talk about that right now. This is Serious Grind Boxing, where I'm delivering serious heat. So feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend about Serious Grind Boxing. Okay, so let's talk about this thing right there, because Vergil Ortiz Jr. just scraped by Israil Madrimov, and it was not a very good fight from my perspective, but Vergil Ortiz Jr. did win the decision over Israil Madrimov, and he remains undefeated, and he keeps the interim WBC super welterweight title. Now let's go to the fouls. I gotta look at the fouls, you know what I'm saying? So let's look at these records. Okay, so right now, Vergil Ortiz Jr., 23 wins, no losses, 21 knockouts. Now he went the distance for the second straight fight. He had a unanimous decision victory. I think the scorecards were 115 to 113, 115 to 113, and then like 117 to 111. And Israil Madrimov, he is 10 wins, 2 losses. He has 7 knockouts, right? Now he won over a lot of fans with this fight right here against Vergil Ortiz, because, man, I'm telling you, man, Israil Madrimov, his fighting style, it is so awkward. It is. I think he's from Uzbekistan, right? I think that's what the fighter file said. Let me look back at these fighter file right here. Yeah, I think, yeah, he is from Niva, Uzbekistan. And when I tell you, man, Madrimov has a fighting style that is a little different than anyone that we can ever say that we have seen, man, he is a technician. And his awkward, weird style was able to neutralize a lot of what Vergil Ortiz does well in the first half of this fight. But I'm telling you, once Vergil Ortiz Jr. picked up the pace a little bit, I'm telling you, he put himself in the driver's seat, and he was controlling and dictating the tempo of the fight. And man, Madrimov at different times, he was overly cautious. He was looking just a little different. Do you understand? He just really was looking different. And I was like, hey, I don't know what's going to happen in this fight, but I tell you this, it's definitely a little different. Oh my God. I was just laughing, man. I was like, what in the world is going on? But anyway, this was a very gritty fight. You know, it was I saw Vergil Ortiz Jr. dig into the body, and I was like, oh man, this is, ouch. He was making me scream at the television, you know? And I was just like, man, what in the world? But anyway, Vergil Ortiz Jr., Saturday night, Riyadh season, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, wins a unanimous decision over Israil Madrimov. These are some talented fighters, man. You know, they are really, really talented. And Madrimov, like I said, he really frustrated Vergil Ortiz Jr., man. Because we saw Vergil Ortiz Jr. look very angered, you know, and Vergil Ortiz Jr., he gets his face bruised and battered too much for my liking. But I'm telling you, man, Vergil Ortiz Jr., with some of the digging shots that he was hitting Madrimov with, I don't even know how Madrimov stayed up, because this Vergil Ortiz Jr. is a complete monster with the things that he does. His power is just there, and the pressure that, especially like in round 4, man, Vergil Ortiz Jr., he comes with that relentless pressure Man, he was landing left hands on Madrimov. He was making Madrimov move. Now, Madrimov, he was already moving. But when Ortiz started landing that jab, oh my gosh, man, it looked devastating in my opinion. You got what I'm saying? I'm telling you, man. Vergil Ortiz Jr., with anyone else besides Madrimov who moves so much, he's going to be a super, super problem. Now, Madrimov did kept hitting Vergil Ortiz Jr. with this whipping right hand. It looked very different, but in my opinion, I thought it was a dominant performance from Vergil Ortiz Jr. This guy is a really major problem in this division. I don't care what anybody says. Now, right now on social media, he is getting a lot of criticism. But I'm telling you, man, Vergil Ortiz Jr., he is ascending right now. I'm telling you, he is on the rise and on the incline, and he's going to be a major problem for anyone that thinks that they're going to be able to, dethrone him, because, dude, he made Madrimov very, very, I'm not going to say scared, but very reluctant to throw punches. Man, I'm telling you, he is a problem. So when I looked at, I know that triangle theories don't work. Triangle theories, they just don't work. But when I looked at Madrimov versus Terrence Bud Crawford, and then I looked at Vergil Ortiz versus Madrimov, I said to myself, hey, man, Vergil Ortiz, man, he might just give Terrence Bud Crawford some problems. He is very powerful, very aggressive, and it's just very difficult. He just makes it a difficult fight for anyone. Of course, that's just my opinion, but hey, I got a question. What do you think is next for Vergil Ortiz Jr., and what do you think is next for Israil Madrimov? Do you think that Ortiz is going to become a regular champion? Leave it in the comment section. Who are they going to fight next? And hey, this is Serious Grind Boxing. I got to bring that serious heat. But mad shouts out to Vergil Ortiz Jr. He is a problem. And I'm telling you, if anyone is brave enough to face him and they're not moving around like Israil Madrimov, I'm telling you, he's going to get him out of there, because he is not playing. He is just not playing. Now, his face get bruised up a little too much for my liking, but Ortiz is the truth. And I'm not debating it. I'm on the grind.